Welcome back to Osiris New Dawn. We have been stranded here for 22 days. But we have a home, we have a roof over our head, we have a vehicle that we need to fuel up, and we have the prospects of reaching space this week. And hopefully making it on our way home to Earth. First task before the sun rises is to get the truck fueled up. We have to empty out the buggy, which was filled up with nitrogen in the last episode, and then we have to mix it with hydrogen at the chem station to make hydrazine. I wish there were a way to link up the tanks to the main gas tank. I made a deal with the bugs. They can watch what I'm doing as long as they stay off the truck. Make yourself a battery, and then we will get some hydrazine into the rover. Right, let's make the hydrazine. We need a glass container for that. We didn't get a lot. We got like a coffee cup's worth. Barely off the red. We can get rid of our old construction tool now that I have a new mechanical spanner. Now the rover's fueled up, we need to head out to the relay. Activate that to get in contact with the other crewmen aboard the ship. We'll put down a liquid tank in case I get the urge to fill it with hydrazine.
Injuries detected.
Need some glass. Diggy diggy hole. We're ready to go. I found a spare pistol, so I'll break that one down. Oh, that's where the key is. Right here in this storage locker inside the barracks. I searched everywhere for that key. And we have it now. Got ourselves a fancy couch and TV. Extra health and stamina. We can clean up in the shower. Extra agility for 8 minutes. And a secure bed. Now I'm trying to figure out how these planters work. But I'm going to put the fancy ones in. We found a blueprint for fancy planters. Much more efficient at growing potatoes and other things. There's an alien out there spraying goo all over the hab. And that's the last one I'll put in for now, I think. Very fancy. More glass required for the kiln. I'm trying to mix it with my own excrement that we collected last episode. Couldn't quite figure out how to mix my stool with the dirt. So we will solve that mystery later. The hydrazine we made barely got us off the red line, and we are already low fuel. The password for the relay is 847. We saw that in the log.
Dawkins, the dish is online. Do you see anything through the new Dawn computer?
I'm sorry. All system computers have been shut down.
Immediately after she told us about the computer shutdown, the game crashed. So I'm going to have to go back and reactivate the relay. I spent a significant amount of time making extra fuel this time, though.
Through the new Dawn computer.
Very full.
I'm sorry. All system computers have been shut down.
Well, turn them back on. Let's find the others and get out of here.
There's no need. We're safe where we are now.
What are you talking about?
It's very mysterious. I think our colleague up in space is delirious. Found the other key. Those were the two that I had trouble with. The red and the black key. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's head off to the space shuttle and see if I can't fix it. We already found it, and it was in pretty poor state in terms of repairs required. We need a thrust regulator, and I have no idea how to make that just yet. None of the recipes that I have lead to it. So we've just come back here to satisfy the quest requirements. As I said before, we need a thrust regulator. I can make the other components easily, or I have them already. But yeah, a small mystery to be solved. Going to head back to base and see if we can't figure out how to make a thrust regulator. We have a new data disk. Hopefully this has got the recipe. It's got a fabricator. Maybe the fabricator can make it. Where is the fabricator? Appliances? There it is. We need a few components to build it, but I think I have all those on hand. Quite the mining aficionado. Yeah, mostly all of the components I need are already in my stash. We do need to do our daily squats to get glass. And the fabricator is complete. Can we build it? Thrust regulator, please. We've got a heat pistol, but it requires a fire gem. You're just wasting resources by shooting the aliens because they're non-stop. Got a charge rifle. A zernium is required. Looks pretty fancy. And the thrust regulator. Got 2 of those printing up. I'm going to recycle the other pistol. We don't need it. I prefer smashing the bugs when they approach. And I'm just going to get rid of all of our obsolete tools. Once we collect this molybdenum, we should have everything we require to build the spaceship. Try as I might, I couldn't figure out how to grow anything. So I'm going to try these fern berries to see if they can be planted. Well, there's a crab there and he's dead. We're in the worm territory, but we need this zirconium. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Nope, too late. He's out. Mr. Worm is out there somewhere. On the left side. And we'll wait for him to go before we collect that zirconium. Right, back home. Space is literally within our grasp. Forging away the required materials. I think we'll be ready for a run out to the spacecraft first thing in the morning. Of course it's a sandstorm, so we will need to take the rover. I don't think the rover summons the worm, because I've been through his home a few times in it now and he just hasn't come. Maybe we're a little bit too big to chew on. That sandstorm has blown right over, so we have the prime conditions for flight this morning. I have realized that we will need to leave the rover behind. If everything goes to plan, we might not need to come back for the rover. Depending on what space holds for us. We still have our crewman up on the New Dawn. We need to go up and try and rescue her. She's been living on ketchup packets for 25 days now. I don't know who had it better. Us with our hordes of crab beings, or ketchup and cold. Tailpieces are on. I think we are ready for liftoff.
Injuries detected.
Find the space station. Let's go. We will have to work out the flight. I'm not a pilot.
Dawkins, are you there? Dawkins, do you read me?
Can we autopilot?
We like the light. It's much better this way.
She's delirious. She is on her last legs. We need to get up to space. We will need to have a short flight to teach ourselves the fundamental of spacecraft piloting. We don't want to crash this thing. Oh, we're losing altitude. No! Can't figure out how to get it to go up. Wait, there we go. Point it up. Okay. Solve the VTOL issue. Now let's get some reference. Whereabouts are we? Let's find our base. And then we will take a short flight to get used to controls. There's the base there. Below our nose. Passing under the right wing. Might be tight landing it there when we come back. Oh, there's a small chance we won't need to come back. Very anomalous floating islands. Alright, I think I'm comfortable with that now. Let's try and get into orbit. Press space to enter space. This is the first time I've ever left a planet in this game. There's the wreck of our spaceship. Now, I think Dawkins is in the navigation module.
Dawkins, I'm at the New Dawn. Do you read me?
I don't see a navigation module. Let's go and investigate. Our first spacewalk. Tenuous exit from the the vessel. Don't want to go adrift. I'm not sure what module this is, but it looks like it's well and truly vented. Yeah, well and truly. Nothing alive in here. We could repair it if we wanted to. This looks like storage. The habitat module. No sign of life here. All of the compartments are vented to space. There's nothing alive. Who have we been talking to? Where is she? Not sure what module this is, but it looks like some kind of science or bio. Well, we searched all of the compartments here and I couldn't find any trace of any survivors. So the mystery deepens. But if we're going to repair the habitat module, we will need to ferry some supplies up into space. Trying to get back into the spaceship so we can head down to terra firma. There is quite a deal of space debris up here. We could collect all that. It might take some time, but there are a lot of valuable components, namely rubber, that we might need. Head over to these asteroids. This might be the Zernium that we were looking for. Let's do a spacewalk. At present, the only use that I can see for this blue glowing Zernium is for the charge rifle, but that might expand. Easy pickings. I don't think we need too much of this, but we will collect say 20 or 30. Alright, let's head back down to the base. Going for re-entry. Coming in hot, pull up! Whoa! Bit of velocity there. Now let's find the base. This will be a lot of trial and error. One chance to land it. We'll try and land near our lights that we placed. They're on the right side of the base. Try and keep that descent gentle. Not gentle, shaking all over the place. Got a sandstorm coming in. But I think we've got it. Home sweet home, for now. But we're about to embark on a mission to build our own space station. Or repair the one that's left up in space. We don't know yet. My plan here is to refine everything and start scrapping everything in the base that we don't essentially need to support the building of the space station. Every ounce of ore that we have will be processed, and then we will put it in the spaceship and try and construct this way home. No sign of our crewmen. We could build a charge rifle, just to put some pain out on these bugs before we leave. We might still be here for a few more days yet. I'm not sure how long this will take. We will definitely need glass. I'm going to take a bunch of unrefined stuff with me as well, in the hopes that I could build a furnace or something in space once the hab is pressurized. But in retrospect, I don't think they're going to let me light a fire in space, so the forge may have to stay on the planet. Alright, and off we go. This might be one of many trips. We have to repair the habitat module, and then we'll have to find a way to pressurize it. Where is the space station? The wreckage of it, anyway. Now, you're supposed to be able to go to other planets in this game. All those planets you can see there, you're supposed to be able to travel to them. So I would like to do that, just to suss out the biomes on those planets. Well, that was easy. Now we need to pressurize the thing. How? Navigation module. That will be the helm. Trying to build some stuff up here to save us ferrying things back and forward. But it looks like I'm just short of a few things. Being able to only build the printer leaves us limited options for construction in space. Nothing basic can be built, only refined things. So we're in for a few trips back and forth. But at least now we have a recipe to follow.
Vitals stabilized.
Time for a rest, and we will sleep. So the end is in sight. A few more days work and I think I can have a space station built. Bit of a pro now. So I found the way to mix my poop with, sounds terrible to say, with dirt to make potatoes. But I have no way of planting anything. I can't plant the berries, can't plant the pineapples. So yeah, I felt like I wasted my time collecting all this poop every day. Well, it is what it is, hey? So I need quite a few computer screens. I'm going to break down all the non-essentials in the barracks. We don't need all these amenities. TV, definitely need that screen. Bed. Getting a lot out of that. Let's take it. Don't need the shower. We lasted this long without a shower. While we may have spent a week building up this base, the fastest way I could see building a space station is to break down everything that we've constructed thus far. Heading off into space once more, but we need to stop by the rover. It's quite an enjoyable night flight. Now the rover has all of my barrels, and I desperately need the steel for the barrels. Grab all of those and the medkits. And off to space we go. Day 28. Can we get off this rock before the month ends? Transfer all that extra steel over. Take the minerals and stuff that we need to build the habitat. I might collect... Oh, we're stuck through the ship. That didn't work properly. No clip. Thank you. Apparently. Right, we're going to collect all the space debris as well. So we don't have the same issue of our spaceship exploding as we try to move it. It's going to take some time and effort, but that's what I'm good at, I guess. Navigation module is attached. This will be the driver's seat, navigating our path home. Chart the course, sit in the chair. Out of all the materials we collected through the playthrough, space junk and space debris was by far the most useful. It could be almost turned into anything. This looks like the engine. I would like to break it down. Oh, I just repaired it instead. That cost us precious materials. We could fix everything, but I don't see us being able to reattach things. We've made a pretty big dent in the debris field today. Backpack's getting a little bit full. Spacewalking is quite relaxing. Oh, well, we're freezing to death. We better get back. Must be night time on this side of the planet. The temperature's rapidly dropping. Yeah, it's night time. Haven't been up here at night time yet. A lot of plastic, a lot of rubber collected today. Fill up the inventory here. Probably more plastic than we possibly need. Temperature is dropping rapidly, but we want to get rid of all this debris before we head out. Can I break this down? Yes, I can. Yoink! 20 ferrochrome, 10 zirconium plates, zircaloy, nichrome, talonite, plutonium. Now that I know that I can break down the former parts of the spaceship, that's going to rapidly speed up our construction time. I shouldn't have to go mining again. Maybe one... Whoa! Inverted. I'm going to make a quick pit stop here and try and save a drone. Now I saw that there were different types of droids, and I'm hoping I can find a mining one just to make it work. Alright, it's fixed.
Injuries detected.
And this is just another personal one, which just carry things and stalk you. Just like these godforsaken bugs. Here's the other droid. This one's a repair droid. And this one is a personal droid. I can't find a mining one. But I have quite a few now, and they've given me logs telling me about their system malfunctions and people missing. They were shutting down. Just basic droid stuff. Probes, things. And that's it. But I really don't understand what's happened with the story. And it's not through a lack of trying to understand. We have an army of droids heading towards the base to follow us. I was hoping to break them down, but you can't do that. We brought back half a ton of space scrap, and we're going to recycle that into basic components. Hopefully that'll help us speed up the construction of this starship. I've said it before, it styles itself as an exploration game, but you spend half your time managing inventory and watching these things cook. And not actually getting into the nitty-gritty of the mystery at hand. Alright, the power module going onto the starship. Now it's time to build airlocks. I've packed enough resources here that we should be able to build a fair few modules. I'll put 2 airlocks on, one on either side of the ship.
Injuries detected.
We depleted most of our resources building those items. We will need to make another run back to the planet. Now this is a multiplayer game. And I feel like this portion of the game would be so much more fun with other players. Being able to construct up here while the other players ferry back and forth. But I've never been able to get it to work at all. Our communications module is online. It's time to build the auxiliary module. I also tried desperately to get to the other planets, but it doesn't seem to be a thing that you can do, despite being advertised as such. In story mode, definitely not. Well, now we just need an engine module. So I'm not sure exactly why I'm building this. It's time to break everything that is essential down because we don't plan on living here much longer. We're going to make it out within the 30 days, I think. The bugs will miss us, that's for sure. Our backpack is overloaded, the spaceship is at capacity. I think this might be the last time we see our base. Everything that we don't need has been removed. The engine module is attached. Then I think we just got to fill it with items inside, appliances. Like all that. And I think I need another airlock. Cryopod. Alright, she's airtight now. Let's go inside. Unable to pressurize. Why? Did I miss something? All the parts are connected. The engine is on. We don't have any fuel. The cryopod requires a lot of resources to build. That's substantial. Okay. We can't pressurize the ship for some reason. Oops, I just deleted that. Oh, what a pity. Because I have a nefarious gamer moment in mind. I'm going to remove these airlocks, and hopefully I should have enough to build the cryopod. Mission complete. Cryopod is built.
Stabilized.
Okay, now we just need to chart the course. I'm not sure what happened to my crewmate I've been talking to for the better part of a month.
Navigational course charting successful.
Got a bit of PTSD.
Proceed to your cryogenic chamber.
I thought it was going to explode. Alright, the course is charted, and it wants me to go to the cryopod. Is this it? Have we finished? We're just leaving everyone behind and going home? I thought the game crashed for a moment there.
Cryogenic sleep system initiated.
We don't even have any airlocks on. We just gotta go.
Cryogenic sleep system
This is not going to end well.
Engage thruster in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thruster engaged. Arrival to Earth in approximately 94 years.
Now we've got airlocks on the ship. 94 years. Oh man, they're not even gonna know who I am when I get home. But that's it. That's literally it. No other planets to explore in the story mode. I was under the impression that you needed to go to the other planets to be able to build the starship, but honestly, I think they just cut and run. I did make a video explaining why I thought this title deserved the super bad ratings it got on Steam, and why it was possibly delisted. If you are interested, make sure you hit the like button and go and check that video out. In the meantime, hit subscribe if you like this kind of content, because I delve through different types of games all the time. Until then, Commander Tyrael out.